She covers her brood carefully, ready to begin her guard duty. Egg thieves lurk in the shadows. Like this carnivorous amphibian. But he's too small to make a full frontal attack. He'll have to bide his time until the female turns her back. The mother must also constantly monitor the nest temperature. Temperature control's vital for reptiles even before they hatch. The mother piles on more earth if the babies are too cold, and will remove a layer if they're too warm. Otherwise, the babies will die. It's going to be a long 7 months. The months pass, and autumn becomes a bitterly cold winter. The landscape is transformed. An eerie silence descends as all creatures seek shelter. Still, the female keeps her vigil, getting weaker all the time from lack of food. This is the most critical time for her young. The nest temperature can plummet to dangerous levels. Many of the young may never hatch out. Then finally, winter melts into spring. In the morning's warmth, the Edaphosaurus feed on the thriving conifers. These trees contain an early form of antifreeze, which has helped them to withstand the cold winter. They also have extremely tough, hardy leaves, making them particularly difficult to digest. To grind down these tough mouthfuls, the Edaphosaurus have developed a specialized jaw and teeth. They're some of the first creatures with this adaptation. Digesting plants is a more challenging task than meat, and the Edaphosaurus' vast stomach acts as a non-stop processing factory. When the hot midday sun rises, the herd lazes beneath the conifers to digest. They carefully shade their sails from the heat. But there's much activity at the nesting mound, and it's not the mother who's digging. Another female is desperate to lay her eggs. If she takes over the mound, she'll dig out and kill the incubating young already inside. The resident mother may be weak, but she won't give up her nest without a fight. It's a battle neither can afford to lose. Next morning, just one female remains at the nesting mound. It's the resident mother. She's managed to wrestle off her rival, but not without a sacrifice. She won't be able to defend her eggs or herself for much longer. And the thieving amphibian is poised to seize his chance. As summer arrives, the Edaphosaurus are thriving in the heat. The young have grown and test out their newfound strength. But the mother Dimetrodon has reached the end of hers. So weak, she's helpless as another intruder attacks her nest. Luckily, this large male has got his teeth into something more substantial than her young, the amphibian. The precious eggs are safe and ready to hatch. The mother can hear them squeaking. She's achieved her goal. But at this moment, her maternal bond is severed. Unlike her mammal descendants, she won't nurture her young. Her instinct now is to save herself by finding food. Without their mother's protection, the babies will have to be ready to go it alone. They take their first steps into a perilous world and must make a mad dash for the safety of the trees. A danger in a familiar form awaits them. Adult Dimetrodon are cannibals. Not all babies are helpless. Some already instinctively know how to defend themselves. They roll in dung, something the adults can't stand, repelling their pursuers long enough to get a head start. One adult is driven on by hunger and desperation, the mother. She'll weed out weaker babies straight away, which helps the strong ones, and her species as a whole, survive. And now the reptiles evolve to tighten their grip on land. Their legs straighten and lengthen, holding them more upright and giving them speed. Their backbones and muscles get stronger, and they even start to look like mammals. To house a larger brain, their skull bones expand into an enormous head, and out of their jaws thrust huge, sharp teeth. A new age of specialist reptiles has dawned. But after 270 million years of evolution, the war our distant ancestors have waged so long is much more than a battle between predator and prey. The whole planet